NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus bringing you 1v1. We are in Tal'Darim Altar with SBG Satu and his opponent. After a short hiatus, we are back with some Taztastic Protoss play. Aw, yeah. Kicking it PvZ style. Oh yeah. It has actually been several weeks, I think, since we've had a Taztastic game. Always happy to see him. And I've got a Varus game in the queue as well. And waiting on a few others to come back. And, you know, we're rocking it. It's all good. If this is NuubCast, if you're not familiar with NuubCast, I'm Blomus, and we are all about non-pro gameplay and continuing to prove over and over again that fun and exciting games can happen at any level, regardless of terrible gameplay, which often occurs here on NuubCast. But we take that for granted, but we look for good engagements and fun back and forth battles, and we do every once in a while get treats like this from Taztastic and other high-level players that get to show off the good stuff. But more often than not, we are learning from each other, our bad play, and seeing those things that that are better examples of what not to do. Put it that way. And Satu busting out with the fast 6 Zergling attack, hoping to kill the Protoss before he even gets his cannon up. He actually, Taztastic saw it right away, so he's going to be able to have his cannon up in the mineral line. It's not quite going to be finished before the Zerglings get here. This could be problematic. The probes just have to surround that cannon. They do a pretty good job. He does get 1, 2 probes, 3 probes. And now the cannon's finished. And he's satisfied. We're going to take a look and see exactly how many he got. He got 2 probes. He's going to go out here. He's going to take down the pylon. And probably the forge as well. And he's probably going to get both of them because in a map like this, with this wide of an opening, there's just no way to keep the Zerg player from doing this kind of early damage. So it's an early setback for Taztastic, but as you can see, he is already doing what he can to hold off the Zerg player from getting his expansion. And if you look at the numbers here, we check out the units, it's 17 probes to 13 drones. So, and that's what happens. You really don't get, it's almost pointless to do that early of a Zergling rush. Because you lose out on so much economically, you don't have any kind of advantage. So basically, you know, you're looking at even... is he going to cancel that? Nope, going to let it finish. Basically looking... Oh, no. Was that a pylon? Either way, you know, you're looking at even at worst, you're looking to be even economically if you do that. Well, look at this. Best case scenario, you know, he pretty much did everything he wanted to do. He got in there, he killed a couple probes, he shut down the expansion, he shut down the forge, and he's still behind in workers, and he's just now getting his hatchery up. Like, that doesn't seem like it's that much of an advantage to me. If anything, what you're doing as a Zerg player in that situation, best case scenario, is you are forcing the Protoss player to feel like he's behind. So he's going to cut corners, he's going to make some bad decisions, and then in light of that, you're going to be able to get ahead in the mid and late game because he's done some things to set himself back. But beyond that, you really can't hope for any other kind of advantage from an early Zergling aggression like that. I mean, you're actually almost better off just getting a few more Zerglings and just going for a normal economic build. And if I know Taztastic, we're going to see the effects of that in the coming minutes. I mean, now, you know, if I suppose at this point, here we are 7.5 minutes in, Taztastic has to be a lot more cautious. He's only just now going to be moving out to take his Nexus. And your Zerglings don't even have speed, so, you know, you can't get away from anything. And there, down goes the Nexus. So he definitely delayed the Nexus by about 3 minutes. And so he was able to get out to a slight lead economically. But honestly, I really don't think that it was worth it for Satu to do it that way. Now, every once in a while, you can get a player who's slow to, you know, at a lower level. This is pretty high masters. If you're a lower level, you can probably get your opponent. If you get that 6 pool, you might find your opponent is slow, getting his cannon up or not able to do it in time. So you might get a free win, but that's probably going to be rare, even at like silver level. If they scout it. If they don't scout the 6 pool, then or whatever it was, 6-8 pool, then it's probably a free win. And I guess in that regard, if you're on a lower level, I guess it's kind of silly not to 6 pool on this map, just because it's so wide open. Think about it that way, but we shall see. Still no Zergling speed for Satu. Well, I guess he did get it. He must have just finished or something, because the Zerg I just saw on the map did not have his little wings, and now he does. He was like, oh, almost got me. Lots of spines going down, keeping himself protected. Satu's waiting. He's like, oh, crap. He knows he's less safe now. Having done the 6 pool, he feels like he is less prepared to handle, you know, like a 10-minute push here. Now, he hasn't scouted. He hasn't been able to get any information, so he doesn't know if the robo's up yet. He doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know if he should be expecting immortals or what. So, I think under normal circumstances, Satu should be feeling pretty good. He's getting his Spire up, and once he gets his Spire, he can be pretty hard to handle. Especially with this wall off here. It's going to be hard for much of anything to get by here. Lots of Zerglings, lots of sentries, sorry, tickling these rocks. Eventually do break. Down goes Nexus number 3. And if you see over here, he's dropped the 3rd Satu has over here, and is going to be looking to getting a 4th base up. Long distance mining, I'm not sure why. Maybe he just feels oversaturated with these other bases. Certainly a possibility. I heard Phoenix Fire. Did I? Does he have a Stargate? I could have swore I just heard Phoenix Fire. What was that? Was it hallucination? He doesn't have halluc, does he? He does have hallucination. So where is the Phoenix? Okay, there it is. And he did spot... He must have just spotted the mutas, so he's starting to move these guys over. Lots of sentries here. I don't know if that's... I mean... I think the Satu was like, what? Sentries? Why am I running away from sentries? But then there was stalkers there. And now Taztastic could be in a little bit of trouble here. There are some cannons back here. But, and why he's going after the Nexus, I'm not sure. It just gives Taztastic too much time to come back. He should have been killing probes. Probably could have got 5 to 7 probes or more with that many mutas in that short amount of time. But he's allowing Taztastic now to get this third base up and running, and his third and fourth are up, but not really mining yet. Trying to make these mutas valuable. They're going to sneak in from the back here. What are they going to do? They're going to go try and take out the Robo. Okay. I like taking out the pylon first. That's a good idea. But he's not going to go after the tech. He sees the stalkers coming in. And even though he can probably take this group, he doesn't want to engage him. Blink finished for Taztastic. And that's going to make the Mutalisks run away. One blink, and he's gone. A lot of sentries over here, lots of cannons. You kind of like to see that. Not much to speak of as ground armies go here for Satu, just going pure Mutalist right now. Curious as to what he's going to decide to make to add on to this army. Just making a few lings to scout around. Looks like he wants to drop another hatchery. And perfectly placed observer, going to spot these mutas coming back around. And here come the stalkers. I did lose a couple more mutas in that ball, but also adding on as well. I don't mind hitting the assimilators because you're definitely going to kill the probes that are walking towards it. I like the way that the Zerg is working here. Bouncing in and out. Look at this. 3 more hatcheries down for Satu. He's just finally starting to get saturated on these. He's not even really mining efficiently from both of these. He needs more drones on those. He could probably move some over from either of these bases. There's quite a few here. But look at that. This is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Could be looking at 7 hatches, and he hasn't even mined out his main yet. That is a hallucinated phoenix. Not doing any damage. Gonna disappear. Wonder if we're gonna see hive tech right away. Satu doesn't really have the gas for it. Still trying to. This is quite a ball of mutas. Gotta be careful now because this many mutas are great, but if once these Archons get engaged here, you could be in a little bit of trouble because they will. The mutas will ball up on you. And they will take many, many damage. Do we have Storm researching? We do not. Oh, it's already done. I guess I missed that one. I was wondering why he was keeping so many Templar uncombined, unarchoned. Here it comes. It's going to try and go into this natural again. That's one shot. That's like one-shotting a pylon. That's crazy. Big old storm going down on those Mutalisks. Look at all of that. Turns immediately yellow, orange, and red. Wow. One more storm, and that is an unhappy flock of Mutalisks. Holy crap. That was a lot of Mutalisks. That was a lot of damage that one storm did. Holy cow. Very nice job here. And that's pretty much, I imagine that's going to shut down the Mutalisk harass completely. Look at all these spines that Satu's got going on here. That's a lot of wasted drones in my opinion. That's way too many. He could have had all this. He could have had at least one more base populated with money. Mining. He is one-shotting these cannons. Yeah, he needs to have... here they come again. Is he going to get a storm off? Archons. Mutalisks are a little bit faster. Archons are pretty quick, considering their size. The question is Taztastic just going to push and force a base trade? Or... Oh, look at this. Zealots in trying to take down the hatchery. He's going to lose this warp prism. Nope, which means he's going to be able to warp in units still. Should maybe get a dark shrine at this point. He's got the money. Where are these Templar going? They need to watch themselves. Oh no, Mutalisk's going to the base. May actually force a base trade here. Big old storm. Gonna pull. Oh no, completely missed that one. Does he have another one? Yes, he does. Oh my goodness, so many Mutalisks in the red. Is he gonna have one more storm? Not from that Templar. Looks like he's going to lose this Nexus. There is no storms. Archon's coming. If he balls them up. Oh my goodness, you see how many died? 2 shots from the Archons. Oh my goodness. So many Mutalisk dying. He lost quite a few. But still plenty left here. You need to get that Archon over there, son. Get that Archon over there, son. What are you doing? Is he on patrol? He's just patrolling. That's crazy. Taztastic's finally going to come back here. He's already lost a lot, but these Zealots are running around killing bases over here too. So, and these Templar have lots of storms. But it looks like he's just going to run back here. And now the Archons are back here. Looks like he's in trouble either way. Oh, is he going to move into these Archons? Could have take down that take down the Cyber Core. This is just really good use of these Mutalisks. Taking advantage of that speed. These Templar are just too slow. Not going to be able to get over there. In the meantime, Ultra's out for Satu on the ground, but Zealot's out for Taztastic. He's 3-1 to the 1-1 of Satu, but I don't think Zealots are going to live all that long against that many Ultralisks. He could warp in some more, though, and he would be okay. Taztastic has a lot of minerals. I think what he could do is he might just have to go and try to kill his opponent. He's taken down most of these extra bases. There's just a little bit of mining going on over here. Barely anything over here. And Satu's mined out everywhere else, so he's got to rely on this Mutaball. Once he decides to actually attack, though, he's going to be in trouble. Oh, no. Takes down the Templar. There are no more Templar over here. And, he's got a few volleys off. Now, getting some infestors out. A wild star girl appears. What?
You can eat this last part.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I'm a little bit busy right now, though.
You can if you want.
Thanks. Where are our Mutalisks? Mutalisks hanging out back here. Interesting spot to decide to keep them. I guess he went after the warp prism, but he didn't find it. That's kind of sad. He's looking for it, though. There, he's going to find it now. And down that goes. Not much in production. I don't think that Satu can produce too much. He just got his mining back up at this base. As I shove the last piece of Stargirl's ice pop in my mouth. think we are definitely looking at some kind of a base trade here. Oh, late on the storms. That was a terrible one. Oh, no! That was brutal. I wonder if Taztastic took his eye off. Oh, that's a lot of stormage. And a third one. Looking awfully orangey and red. Does he have another one over here? He does have a few. Gonna lose this Nexus very quickly. Storm! Oh my goodness! I'm keeping these Mutalisks highlighted because it's all there is left of for Satu. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much. He's got this other army walking around here. We've got these probes. What do we got here? Getting some infestors out. These Ultras and Banes guarding the opening of the natural here. Got something in the way of my monitor I have to topple over. And these Mutalisks are basically useless out here. Most of them are going to die with just a couple shots. And now Taztastic looks like he's going to finally move in. Oh, another base going down here for Satu. Observer sees everything. Or at least all he wants to see. Gonna be interesting. Taztastic, not a lot of units here to, not a lot of probes mining. He's got a lot of minerals. Not a ton of gas. Mutalisks come in, they do get to snipe that Nexus. There is a Templar patrolling right here. Heads up. Just coming all the way back, mining at this Nexus. That's a lot of Banelings, a lot of Infestors. I don't know. I don't really like this comes. This is a lot of Infestors. A lot. I'm not sure I really like that. And now he's going to bring the Mutalisks over to join the rest of his army. Which, they're not really going to help at all. Actually, in fact, I think if there's any storms in here, they're basically dead. Guardian Shield goes up. Mutalisks get stormed. They sit in the storm, and all the Mutalisks are going to die. And holy crap. Banelings rolled into nothing. Infestors getting chased down. And that, I think, is going to do it for Satu. I don't think he's got any chance coming back now. And there's a messed up rally. The lings he's making are going to get dead. So many dead Mutalisks. Scouting with these Phoenix. The Infestors running away. Is he going to feed back these guys? Nice. Oh, he did lose 2 of those Templars, though. Wow, a lot of those banelings going down in the storms. Taztastic blinking forward. Force fields are up. Lots of fungals going down. Trying to capture those infestors. Zealots going down on the Zealots. This is going to be very close. Very close. I think the Spines are actually doing it. And Taztastic goes down to Satu. Wow. Hey, you know, you got to really give Satu credit. That Mutalisk harass was crazy. I thought that Taztastic had a real chance to come back and win. But wow. Pretty fun game. Enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. Thanks, Taztastic, for sending in awesome games even when you lose them. One of the few players that'll do that. And we'll see you guys next time, man. Peace out. Keep climbing that ladder.